everybody, it is I, Widdershin's the Great and Powerful, with another art tutorial. Figured that it would be a fine time to do this. Just do a little bit of art, make some cool stuff, see how it goes. If it goes well, I might do another one. But yeah, let's just see how it goes. So today, it's time for a Celtic knot. And I know I did one of these quite a while ago, but that was kind of the bland flavor. So now what we're going to do is we're going to spice it up a little bit, you know, add some salsa or jalapenos or whatever. Alright, so today, what we're going to do, I actually did some planning here. I know, crazy. It's absolutely insane. But I have a grid here. It's 5 by 5. It can be any size you want, but, you know, I guess suit your own needs. So make a grid, and then at all the intersections, what you're going to do is you're just going to draw little circles, just like that. So at that intersection, there's a little circle, you know, pretty easy stuff. And then also in the middle of all the boxes, you're going to make another little circle of the same size. And it's kind of hard to see, but you've just created a field of rhombuses. You know, these little sideways square things. And, you know, there's a rhombus right there, that's a rhombus. Let's see, there's another rhombus, there's a rhombus. But yeah, this whole thing is just filled with nothing but rhombuses. Rhombi, whatever you want to call them. And so, some of you may remember from the original Celtic knot tutorial, what you're going to do is you're going to make a pair of lines, parallel lines, in between the rhombuses, just like that, and that will make, it'll make a ribbon. And each of these lines are going to be tangent, which means they just brush up the side of the circles. It's going to be a tangent line, just like that, on each side, not from the middle of the circles, but from the outside of the circles, so that you have, I don't know, maybe it's a bridge or something, little sports roadway going across. But anyways, you have this little band, just like that. And so, that's how you're going to fill in the pattern. But, let me show you, make something a little crazy happen. I know. Insanity. Sheer madness. Now, it may not look like I've just done much, but this is going to make the pattern a lot more interesting. All we have to do is we just have to imagine and say to ourselves that we are not going to cross those lines with the pattern. And that's all you really have to do. Now, let me show you how the pattern works. So, you're going to start. You're just going to make your little thing that we practiced up here with tangent lines on the inside, just like that, from circle to circle. And you're going to move on to the next rhombus, and there's another one, and you're going to make the same deal, but rotated 90 degrees, just like that. Alright, perfect. So now you have, it kind of looks like this one is running into that one, right? Okay, so, and then, well, let's see. It's getting a bit complicated already. Maybe I should have started in a better spot. But you can kind of imagine this as a checkerboard pattern of rhombuses. So, like, let's say everything facing that way is going to be a black square, everything facing that way is going to be a white square. And so, if some people play chess or checkers a lot, you may know that all of the black squares fall on the same diagonals. So, we know that this one is going to be black square. We know that one's also going to be a black square. So is that one, just like that. See, they're all falling on the diagonal, just filling them in with that little rhombus pattern thing, whatever you want to call it. Then, well, let's see, we know, because, again, if you play chess or checkers a lot, you flip over one here, rotate it 90 degrees, okay, that's going to be a white square, so it's going to go that way. And then we can use the same logic to say that, okay, that's going to be a white square, that's going to be a white square, that's going to be a white square, just like that. And you may notice something here. I'm kind of avoiding these lines. We'll get to those in a minute. But what you're just going to do is you're going to come through here, and every time that you're able to place one of these little rhombus patterns, you're just going to flip it 90 degrees to whatever it is adjacent to. And I'm just going to go around filling things out. And you'll notice that this pattern always works. See, look, I went around this way and I went around this way, and look, they still ended up working out like that. So all I have to remember is diagonals are the same orientation and adjacents are different orientations. That's really all you have to do. Go around like this. And it may not look like much right now, but trust me, it'll get quite a bit more interesting right now. Okay, so what we're gonna do, let's think about this little guy right here. So normally what I would do is I would make two little lines like that, but well, that's going off the grid, and we can't have that. It's just Tron, of course. And so if he can't go off the grid, well, what's he gonna do? He's gonna turn. He's gonna turn just like that, and he's going, oh look, he's turning into that ribbon. Okay, well, let's see where this guy's gonna go. Well, he can't go off the grid, so what's he gonna do? He's gonna turn. He's gonna turn right down there. Let's see, what's this guy gonna do? He's just gonna turn too. You can do this for all the guys on the edge. They're just gonna go right around, and they're just gonna turn just like that. Perfect. Alright, so I'll just go through here, finish up all that, have all these guys turn around, and once you've done quite a few of these, you don't really have to tell yourself that they turn all the time, but, you know, okay, so we've done the outside. Now let's look at these corners here. Okay, well, this guy's going off the edge. He can't, so he's just going to turn like this. I like to make it pointy because it looks cool. And then, okay, well now he's going this way. He's going that way, but he can't go that way because he'll fall off the edge. So what's he going to do? He's going to turn. Sorry, somebody's hammering outside. I don't know if you can hear that. So, do the same thing on all the edges. Oh, shush, hammering person. Alright, so go like that, around all the edges, just like that. Give it nice little corners. Perfect. Alright, so the pattern's starting to take shape. Shush, hammering person. I don't think they're actually going to shush, but I can still say it. Alright, so let's look back at these lines that we put at the beginning. Now remember, I said that you cannot cross those lines with the pattern, so normally what I would do with this pattern is you just go like that. But then, uh-oh, that guy's running into a line, and he can't do that, because then it would end. We can't have ribbons ending. Alright, so what's he going to do? Well, of course, he's just going to turn. Same deal with this guy. Just going to turn into another ribbon. And alright, well, let's see, we can do this guy. Oh, he's running into the thing, so we'll have to turn him right around. This guy, well, he would run into another turn. We can't have that happening. So once again, I'm just going to kind of go around, and you might be able to see what I'm doing here. If I've done a good enough job explaining it, which I probably haven't, but I've given it my best shot. So there we go, all these guys are just turning around, just like that. Now there's a noisy bird outside too. But there we go. Oh wait, missed a spot over here. Can't miss any spots. Alright, there we go. So now the pattern is partially complete. Now we just have to make it look pretty, of course. And for that, I'm going to grab this. Aha, a marker. I know, crazy technology. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do editing magic. So I'm going to color this in. And ready, 3, 2, 1. Alright, look at that. Editing magic. Ta-da, poof. I know, it's incredible. Perfectly incredible. Alright, so you might be able to tell what I've done here is I've just gone over the ribbons in marker and then erased all the grid lines and circles and all the extra stuff like that. What you're left with is this nice little pattern here. Looks quite nice. You can make it into a sticker or something like that. Hang it up on your wall. Maybe make a bunch of them, make a little wind chime. You know, something like that. Looks quite nice. Or just have it around. And what I really like about these things is that if you start staring at them for long enough, you start seeing little patterns. Like, look, all of these little circles are interlaced. So if we follow this ribbon, oh, it's going under that guy, it's coming around, oh, he's going under that guy, coming around. Look, we're right back where we started. There's another one. There's a circle, there's a circle, there's a circle, all perfectly symmetrical, tied in with this big one that goes around the outside. You can follow it around, just an infinite pattern like that. And that's what I really like about these, that just with a few simple tricks, you can start getting some crazy patterns. Maybe I'll do a time lapse in the future of something a little bit more complex than this, but just for the sake of this tutorial, I decided to go simple. Maybe in the future we'll do something a little more complex, but that has been Widdershin's origami tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful day.